Hi everyone, this is Lancen Plays Dead Cells. We're gonna pick back up on this, get a little time in to play some Dead Cells before I do my stream. Do I want Firebrand or Shield? Let's go with the Firebrand. I like it. I like the idea of that one. So yeah, last time we did okay. Didn't really make a ton of we found a couple new floors last time and tried those out. So I'll consider that a success just for finding stuff. Lots of food already dropping for us. But yeah, I think on this one we're going to try and go down the sewer. Well, I guess we're going to try and go down the sewer path. Get a free skills upgrade. Well, you know what? Let's go for a more speed-driven approach. And we'll go to the first floor we find. Maybe we'll try and make those time gates for once. That'll be a new thing to give a try. We've made lots of progress since first seeing those and finding the game room. We're a little bit more powerful than we ever were. So that means ignoring little rooms we don't have to do. And moving on as quickly as possible. Ooh, found a rare blueprint, magnetic grenade. That sounds interesting. I wonder if there's any kind of found phaser, which is awesome. Very happy to have that. It's probably my favorite skill I've played with so far. It's just a ton of fun. Super effective. It's great defensively and offensively. I wouldn't be surprised if they change it somehow. So what's the balance blade do again? Carefully balance to allow consecutive rapid strikes. Does slightly worse damage. I'll keep the frantic sword. It does worse damage than our frantic sword, even when we don't have low HP. So I think I'm gonna stick with the frantic sword, even though we might get to go to attack more. Take a health upgrade here. Still think health makes the most sense, and we're gonna go ahead and go to the promenade. I know we skipped out on an item room and we skipped out on a shop, which may bite us in the ass, but I'm hoping we can get some good use out of it. Yeah, didn't get hit, so we're fine. And we'll move on. I'm really hoping we can get. I want to at least see what's in one of these time-locked rooms. I think we got like a minute and a half to get there, ish. So we won't explore down very much, unless we're basically gonna do whenever we go to or find a crossroads that allows us to go down. I think what we're gonna do is go down just far enough to see if there's a to see if that's where. Let me go. Should be using Firebrand too. Yeah, so we'll explore. There's our time floor right there. So we got it with 37 seconds to spare. So that's the first time we've been in one of these. So let's see what we got. Lots of money, or a decent amount of money. We got a blueprint for an assault shield. That's interesting. And a bunch of cells. Okay. So that seems like it might be worth it, at least to find blueprints, and we'll keep going here until we find some blueprints, maybe. Yeah, so that's neat. Now the question is, do I want to go try and push for the other one, in which case I would avoid going down at all, in favor of just making speed happen. Let's see where this goes. If it leads to the sewers, I think I'm just going to do it. Just make this be a super fast speed run. Not that I think we need the upgrades. I think they'd be very advantageous for us. I'm not skipping them because I think we're too good for that. In fact, the opposite. But I'd really like to take the extra time and get a little more powerful. But I really am curious as to what all these give you. What do we got? We got oil grenades. I'm going to buy those to work with our firebrand. I'm going to Sapphire Amulet too to reduce damage we take. And we will move on. I'm going to fight a minimum of enemies. I'm not going to necessarily push to get to the second time lock door, so we probably won't make it. But I'm also not going to mess around when I don't think it's going to get us some kind of advantage. So we're already going to be moving on to the ramparts here, I believe. Or do we have some more to do first? I would like to find our item chest down here, but maybe not. Maybe it's done this way. We are. Really shouldn't have gotten hit by that one flying guy. But yeah, I'm enjoying Dead Cells here. There is one issue, is that runs kinda don't seem different enough. We'll see how that pans out in the long run. Still only got about 20 runs under my belt in this game. Maybe a little less. What run is this? I can't remember exactly. But at most, we've only got like 20 runs in. So we probably haven't unlocked quite enough items to figure it out. But our item unlocks also seem like they're going at a much slower pace than they were before. So we might have unlocked a large portion of the items already. It is also in early access, so a lot of what's going to eventually become unlocked hasn't been unlocked yet. We found our chest here, very happy for that. Got some bear traps. I don't think I want to give up either thing I've got for bear traps. That's fine. We'll move on. Go up here. I can't remember what time you have to beat to make the second time gate. I mean, so far we seem to be finding a lot of success and being able to repeat it fairly frequently. This is not a way I want to be right now. Great, got a heal in. We seem to be finding a large amount of success. Finding some kind of way to ignite oil. Sorry, let's focus a little bit there. Alright, we beat them. We got some Spartan sandals to drop. How are they? Kickstart them backwards. That's some pretty good damage. Enemies burn when they die. I mean, it's not bad, but I think our regular old setup right now is going to be better. We're going to move... Oh. And we're going to move on to the ramparts here. We found our item. We found our shop. So we're going to keep going. There might be something else hidden in here that would be helpful, but we're going to try and make that time gate. I'm not super confident in that happening because I'm pretty sure... I'm actually going to go with the assault shield next, I think. Found the impaler. Do we want to keep it? If there's a critical blow up against the wall, enemies burn when they die. Yeah, we'll try it out. I'm going to try and make a second time gate. I'm pretty sure it's like 7.5 minutes to get to it. Seeing as we're already at 7 minutes, I'm kind of not feeling too confident in us making that, but it's possible. But yeah, I wish there was a little more variety in our runs here. It's kind of not panning out to be that way. A lot of them are just find some way to ignite fire, and or to use oil with fire, and you're looking get phaser, and you're looking pretty good. Granted, I can't say that like I've got it figured out. I haven't exactly been winning. I haven't won a single run yet, like all the way through. I don't know how I feel about the impaler. I guess it does more damage than I guess it does more damage than the other sword did. It seems to be at least as fast attacking. When you get someone up against the wall, that's pretty good. Move on here, go back up. But yeah, most of the runs are just feeling a little bit too samey for my taste. I mean, they're probably going to add more stuff as time goes on, I would hope. And maybe I'll just keep coming to revisit it. I'm of course going to keep going until I can at least beat a few runs in a row. It's really good when you do get up against the wall. This is probably a really good weapon for the sewers, actually. It seems like pretty often you find enemies in the sewers. What did we miss it? We missed it by 2 minutes and 20, so we got to make that at the 6-minute mark. Yeah, we were pretty far off from making it. We've got to blaze through floors if we have any chance of doing that. Give me 1 second here. Check something. Alright, great. Yeah, my Twitch stream wasn't updating for some reason, so it looked like I was streaming a blank screen, and I wanted to make sure that's not in fact what I was doing. Ow. And that's another, it's a pretty minor criticism and it's not terrible, but a minor thing about the game that's kind of aggravating is it's when you're fighting a lot of enemies at once, which is not uncommon, it can be really hard to tell what's going on in the screen. We're gonna slow down a little bit here because really take our time and make sure. God damn it, are you kidding me right now? I thought I was gonna hit him. Apparently it's really hard to hit flying enemies with the Impaler. Well, guess I'll do another run right off the bat here. That's rather disappointing. We did make one of those sealed doors. And we found the blueprint for it, so fine, I guess. We went throwing knives. Regular throwing knives don't seem to be very good. So we have that or the sandals. I don't love either one of these, to be honest. We'll go with the throwing knives. The bleed might help us. Hold on 1 second. There's a cat trying to eat some fabric. Easy, stop! Sorry about that. We just had one of the cats eating some fabric and a plastic leaf a couple weekends ago. I had to take him to the vet on a weekend. Ended up being almost $200. Stupid cat, because he ate something he shouldn't. Guess that's part of the pet owning process, though. I'm just not focused as I maybe should be today. Not exactly sure what's going on there. Shot. Gonna really mistiming all my what's up there? Weird. Mistiming a lot of my jumps and everything. I haven't found a secret either. I don't know if that's luck based or what. We had a pretty good run we threw away there. Pretty much purely on just not being able to hit an enemy. Do I want to pay for 1,000? I don't know if it's a level 1 or 2 sword. Okay, level 2 sword, enemies burn when they die. We will take that over the Nutcracker. And the Nutcracker's cool and all, but the broadsword's roughly the same. It's a level 2 version, so it's a little better, and it's got an effect on it as well. We can pretty easily get some synergies going with. At least, I hope. But yeah. I do like this stuff a lot. It's a very fun game. I enjoy playing it. I just don't know if it's going to have the replayability of, like, The Binding of Isaac, for instance. But, you know, that's probably a pretty unfair comparison. There's not a whole lot of games that have that. Very few games that have been able to occupy my time for over 1,000 hours, and me still enjoy them. I mean, The Binding of Isaac's probably like one of 2 or 3 games that I've ever spent that much time on. I think another one was probably World of Warcraft, and that was, not saying it's a bad game, that was more due to the fact that I was constantly playing with friends than anything else. But yeah. Would be nice if we could find another one. If I didn't spend as much time on this as I did in like Rogue Legacy, then I'll be more than happy. We'll try the heavy crossbow here. Shoots multiple bolts at once, fires an arrow upwards. Oof. Okay, seems like it's got a pretty slow startup though. We will take the Ygdar Oris Leox, or however you pronounce it. It's will give us a second chance at life. Finding all the upgrade stuff here. +1 health flashbang. I will just for the health upgrade, nothing else. And nothing wrong with a flashbang. And we're gonna go ahead and move on. It's possible we still make our time gate while finding everything. So I'm gonna go for that, I think. Or finding everything that's really important, I should say. Make sure we top off here. And I'll move on to the Promenade of the Condemned. We are going to try and blaze through this until we know we can't make our time gate at least. I'm just going to actually run past a bunch of these enemies. This may have been a mistake. Oh god. In fact, it almost certainly was a mistake. So, for future reference, you should not run past, oh Jesus. You should not run past enemies that can teleport, because they will mess up your day. I think we've probably already screwed up our, another health upgrade here. I think we've probably already screwed up our time gate. Because I think it's 3.5 minutes. But we still have a chance, so, yep, there it is. So it wasn't 3.5, it was like 3 minutes, 10 seconds or something? How weird. We gotta really chill it on the amount of damage we're taking here. It's getting to be a little absurd. Our skills upgrade, happy to have that. But yeah, we unfortunately, so I think the time gate's like what, like 3 minutes 15, 3 minutes 10 seconds or something? It's a really strange number, but so be it. Even with one skill, the flashbang's got a crazy cooldown. It seems weird, because the flashbang's not, I don't consider it a great skill in the first place. And the fact that it's got a cooldown as long as that. Whoa, whoa, hey, calm down. Oh, that's an elite enemy, so his are blowing up like instantly. I don't know if I want to bother fighting him. What else is down here? Anything? Some ice grenades. If we can muster up 1,400 gold, we should remember that. Those would be helpful. There's a lot of things that synergize with freezing targets. I don't think we've already healed twice. I don't think I'm going to mess with that elite enemy because he'll cause me to heal once more at least. I know me. And I know that will... Oh, god damn it. And I know that will happen. Elite enemies are still pretty tough to take out. Make sure you want to dodge out of these guys. They remind me of monkeys. I don't know why. I think it's because of the way they're like kind of have their arms elongated. They remind me of like a gorilla. I mean, they're probably just like a different form of skeleton or something. But yeah, we're gonna move on here. We're gonna go back to the ramparts, I guess. I think that's the only way you can go from the promenade. I still am not sure. Maybe after this run, I have to look it up. Before I stream again, I'll look up kind of how the ideal path for this game works. I think I will choke that damage from the bomb just to stunned there from the fall. Fire killed him though. Our upward dash killed him on that one. Wow, so the heavy crossbow is pretty good actually if you're right up next to someone. If they're invincible though, it doesn't do a whole lot. Okay, we're getting through this fine. But yeah, after this run, I'll go look up and kind of figure out more what's the ideal path to go, and like what are some of the advantages and disadvantages of those paths. So right now I'm really not sure. So it's Twin Daggers 3 versus my Broadsword 2. Yeah, I think I'm going to take that. Does more damage on a frozen target. So you definitely want to go back and pick up those ice grenades. To get that bonus damage from frozen targets. We'll be able to freeze them with these grenades, so that's handy. Yeah, I think it's the same cooldown on the ice grenade and the flashbang. Okay, well, I guess like the special ability is really good on the flashbang. It gives me the extra health. But anyway, we're gonna move on here. I feel like the cooldown on the flashbang should be lower. Maybe it gets to the point where, though, where you can just, once you get some more levels in skill, you can kind of perpetually stun enemies. And I could see how that might be too strong with a lower cooldown. The twin daggers will do more damage with a third hit of an attack. As you can see, the first two did like 150 to 160, something like that per hit. Whereas the second one, or the third one, did 600. That was the ice grenade damage. The heavy crossbow is pretty good, actually. Probably try and use it a little more. Oh, thought for sure that second hit would kill him. But that's okay. Ooh, found a secret. Some extra gold, which is what it normally is. There are some skills in there sometimes, though. Found, or not some skills, but there are some upgrades in there, some scrolls of power. Which is great. The flashbang actually works pretty well with the twin daggers as well, because it stuns them long enough for you to get your 3 hits off without having to worry about taking damage. We don't have any money, or at least not much, so I don't think we really want any here. You get gold when you get a dead cell from an enemy. Huh. I wonder how useful that is. Seems like not super, but also not terrible. Better than not having a trinket, probably, but we like ours now. It's going to save us from death, which will almost certainly come in handy for us. It's the kind of item that when you're still getting used to a game and kind of getting good at it is really good, and kind of loses its effectiveness later on once you've kind of gotten good at the game and unlocked more stuff and understood what's going on with it. Ow. Yeah, we're noticing we haven't killed as many enemies on these past 2 runs. Just 'cause we've been trying to go a little bit faster. And we've noticed it with our gold. Normally we have a lot of gold. I mean, not enough to buy like everything. But we have enough gold to buy a lot of things. That's not really been the case these past 2 runs, because we've been going a little faster than normal. That's okay. We're going to work more towards our assault shield here and refill our health and move on to the ramparts. Yeah, I think what I would like to see more going forward. So I'd like to see some more interesting runs and some more ways that we can balance things out. Find some ways to make it more than... I mean, it seems like pretty much no matter what you get, it ends up being, oops. Can I stand on this? No, you can't. So I was testing to see if you could stand on that ledge. I forgot if you could or not. You cannot. Shouldn't have even gone that far, but that's okay. No biggie. Oh! They both hit me. That's disappointing. Yeah, I would like to see some more interesting and varied runs in this. It seems like most of the runs are you kind of throw your skills at things and then you attack things with your weapons, and that's it. I mean, that's not a bad thing. But there are... Ooh, that health is really nice to have. But I would like to see just a little more variety, I guess. Got a bear trap here. Don't really care too much about that. We're going to take this free skill upgrade. Hey, Shorty, how you doing? We're going to open this here chest. Found another ice grenade. Just a better version, right? Yeah. Oh, it gets a +1 skills. The frostbite slowdown lasts longer. Yeah. The reducing the chance of unfreezing them is a really nice bonus that I don't like losing, but I am happy to have it. Yeah, sure, I'm just kind of doing this so I can catch up and post this a Dead Cells video up before I have to leave because I won't be in town. I got some work tomorrow and Tuesday, so I'm going to go ahead and record some stuff, stream some stuff out. But after this, about hour and a half, I'll be starting to stream Pillars of Eternity, which seems really fun. Hey, Mikey, how you doing, buddy? Oh, just looking at the chat. Shot in the back. We're gonna move through here, grenade things, kill it all. Doing a good bit of damage. So what's our effective skill level to 4 right now, which is pretty strong. I wouldn't mind replacing, since we have such a high skill level, I actually would like to replace the flashbang with something that does damage, so we can get a good benefit out of that. Be nice and strong. We're gonna roll through here. So, Shorty, what class would you like to see in Pillars of Eternity? It's a kind of D&D style game as far as the system works. I didn't realize that was a pit. I kind of figured that would be there'd be more to that. There was not. Taking a lot of bad damage today. Maybe we shouldn't do more Dead Cells after this. Just judging by how I've been playing here. It's a lot of flying, guys. Flashbang them and bolt them. Worked okay. Grenade. There's a lot of flying dudes. That's okay, they're dead. Another skills upgrade here. Ranger lady. Okay, Mikey also kind of asked about a ranger person, so I guess I'll do a ranger lady. Okay, these guys killed me last run, so let's not make the same mistake again. Make sure we flashbang them out, and a lot of our damage should now be coming from skills. I was kind of hoping to get a little more damage there out of the Arbalist. The heavy crossbow. If you get point blank with someone, it still wrecks their day. I like that. Oh, Shorty, you don't want to do the same thing that Mikey wants? Is that what it is? What have we got here? A chef? Everything's for sale? Okay, he's got the same dialogue that his regular shop owner does. I don't think I want any of this. I mean, I'll buy a kebab. If I can. That's cool. I haven't seen that NPC before. The chef dude. No, I wouldn't mind playing a ranger person at all. It'd be pretty neat. +1 tree. A lot of our upgrades this time, I think I've gotten to pick one. The rest have been scrolls that we don't get to choose from, which is fine. Yeah, Shorty, you can vote for the same thing. It's only one character. The rest of the characters in Pillars of Eternity are pre-made, like NPCs already. They're actual characters in the game that have their own dialogue, kind of like your companions in a Fallout game. Okay, we definitely want to heal, but I want to take care. Oh, I can't go through that. I want to take care of this guy first. Cooldown on both of our skills. Still, even with 5 skills, it's still 7 seconds per item. It's kind of a lot. I'm used to kind of being able to spam things. At least to a certain extent. There's a pretty elite enemy. He's got a lot of health. Maybe I'll just ignore him. It's a dangerous ledge to be fighting him on, and I don't have a whole lot of healing left due to my bad play earlier in the run. So we're gonna move on. We get to pick from an upgrade again, finally. I think I'm gonna go health. Just because I might need it to survive the floor at this rate. What do we got here? What is this gonna... Oops. There's the Black Bridge. Found that. the black bridge normally went up. Whatever. There's more floor to do, isn't there? Might be best to actually go to the black bridge now, considering I've run myself out of healing potions rather early. But I think we'll continue. We really should try and time out encounters in a way when we can, that we can use an ice grenade for them, because man, that makes a big difference. But yeah, we're still looking okay. Right. Churn through some stuff. This is the end of the floor anyway, it looks like. Right, if you give him with skills, if you hit him in the front, he takes no damage. Gotta remember that. And that looks to be pretty much it. There's some enemies up there, but I don't really care too much about them. So we'll go to the Black Bridge and fight our boss. I think we have enough to unlock our next item. Maybe cause you to charge forward while blocking. I don't know how I feel about that, actually. And we'll go here for the magnetic... Ooh, where's that mouse pointer needs to get off the screen? And we'll go here for the magnetic grenades next, I suppose. I'm not going to be using heavy crossbow against him, so maybe I'll use... That's fine. Attack immediately after parrying to inflict 300% damage. And enemies burn when they die. Okay. The burning when enemies die might actually be a negative for us. Because it might cause enemies to unfreeze. But we'll have to see how that works. Oops. I kind of like it just because I get a dash. That's neat. So we definitely want to get in on him. He's going to charge forward at us for a bit. Wait for it to charge to end, and then we roll through. And kind of rinse and repeat. I'm going to do that, roll behind him. I think he was about to shield there, so very happy to, that was pretty cool. So you can block his attacks even, which I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't be able to. It would be rather silly if you couldn't. I want to stun him just so he stops walking towards us. And freeze him when we can. Watch out for his roar. Oh, that was a... Made a bad call there. That's fine, we're doing okay. His leaping attack, I think I can block, but I don't want to when he got that shield up. Because then we'll just, when he's got the red thing, we'll take damage from that if we aren't careful. We're making it through though. This is definitely fight that's going better than the first couple of times I did it. I haven't lost to this guy, I don't think, since I beat him the first time. That's a unfortunate turn of events there. Let's freeze him one more time and finish him off. And there he goes. We didn't even have to use a heal this time. Pretty happy about that. No blueprints, just lots of gold, and we'll move on to the Fog Fjord. Very reminiscent of Frogport. And we'll move on here. We'll go ahead and... Oh, we don't quite have enough to finish off our magnetic grenades. But that's okay. Store some health. They might have been actually pretty useful on this run with our skills. So this is when things kind of get a bit tougher. Enemies are typically more problematic. Oh, Jesus, that did a lot of damage. That's okay, we got most of it back by attacking these enemies. We'll move on here to our first little hut. Watch out for those axes for sure. And it takes both of my skills and 2 full attack combos for me to take out one of these guys, unfortunately. Oof. We definitely need to get stronger somehow. I should probably be blocking these, actually. That's probably the best thing to do. Oh, yeah. Much better than trying to dodge through them. That's what I should do. So I could unlock a higher level Nutcracker, but I don't think I want to pay the 4,000 gold to get in there. Because I don't think... It's not going to have the synergy that we currently have. And, it's not... I don't know. It'll probably do a little bit more base damage. We don't have the synergy of freezing that we already currently have. I keep thinking we got the crossbow. We of course don't. That's pretty cool. Right, making it through. Showing these guys that they're all chumps. Love that I got hit the second I said that. Go in here. We want to make sure we fully explore this one as we do it. 3 skills upgrades, so 6. That's pretty handy. Another shop. Got anything good? And there's a higher level assault shield. One that I think I got to because it gives me a skills upgrade. So I'm going to do it. So my skills are now a 6, right? 7, excuse me. It's unfortunate our skills aren't more damage based. We'd be seeing a lot more effect off that. The cooldown for them is now 6.5 seconds. Seems like they don't scale fantastically, the cooldown part. Like, it's definitely there. It's definitely better than like the 8 seconds they started off at. But it's not an amazing scaling. They also get frozen with this new shield, which is a better synergy for our current twin daggers. Even though they are quickly becoming outclassed. Move on through here. Ooh! Almost got hit. So I can just like charge through these guys with this. Ow. Okay, can't die right there. That'd be real silly. Pop one of our healing potions. We're able to do a lot of work there. Another shop. Nothing particularly great. Some arrows and stuff, but I'm liking the current build we have. So what all gives us... So both of our skills give us upgrades. So does our shield. We're getting a lot of upgrades from not permanent, like, scrolls, which is interesting. Kind of the first time I've seen that to this extent, at least. Took those guys out pretty fast. Take that. I think that's the way to do it if we can. Kind of get them stunned initially and give them a full combo. And then use an ice grenade and kind of do a second combo, and that kills most enemies, it seems like. Didn't quite work out that way there. We'll definitely pay the 4,000 gold for a health upgrade. Our health's now looking pretty stacked. If I find any more scrolls where I get to pick, I think I'm going to start going with something a little different. Ow. That's fine. I'm going to move past it. Loving it. Found another, anything up there? Nothing's up there. Great. Using the shield's still a bit tricky. Still not great at it. Ooh, a secret. But we're getting there. We're learning. Did not want to open that door. Ooh. Stupid teleported. All right, let's heal again. Not very happy with the amount of damage we've taken yet again here. It's been a not so great day for the Dead Cells play here. I'm not sure why that is. We had a good run last time. got a decent one this time. Would like to see myself doing a little bit more weapon damage. Let's see what we get here. Another flashbang. I kind of doubt it. Covers victim of inflammable oil and causes 6 arrows to fall. I don't have anything that uses arrows. It does a lot of damage, though. I mean, it's like 70 more damage, which would be nice, but we have a health downgrade to take it, so I'm not going to. Ooh, secret. So I think I'm going to pass. And we will continue on. Liking that. So what damage do the ice grenades do? They do almost 400 damage. Ow. There's a lot of things happening. Okay, killed those guys. I'm glad I didn't take that, because the extra 70 damage I don't think would have made a huge difference in the long run. It looks like I should be able to jump up here. But I guess not. Yeah. So it looks like I'll have to go up to the house to the right there to get to this one. Going to... anything? I can't get up there that way. Alright. So actually like the level design and platforming on these becomes a bit tricky. Like figuring out how you're going to get from like one house to the next, so you kind of got to go up one direction so you can go left and back down and explore the rest of the house to the other side. The first time I came here I actually got really lost because I couldn't find the exit. It was actually in one of those houses I didn't think I could explore all the way. Found some kebab. Loving that. Thought he was going to die before he could hit me. I was wrong. We're going to have to be able to get upwards sometime. It's not been happening for us, but it has to at some point. How much did I miss this one by? 14 minutes. It's crazy. I can't even imagine getting here in 11 minutes yet. That'll happen eventually, I suppose. There's an elite guy. I don't know if I feel like fighting him. Okay. I blocked him. Just take it slow and steady. Make sure we block lots of hits. Make sure we use lots of freezing. He's pretty fast about it. We took him down. Got a force field, heals when you parry. I mean, that's not bad, but I don't think I want to give up my current shield for it. Got a little dicey there. We're out of heals, so we gotta be really careful the rest of this floor. Hey, a strength upgrade's actually just what I wanted. Ow. Great. What are we looking at? We're looking at 4 strength now, so we should be doing a good bit more damage with our sword here. Hopefully we'll be able to get through these enemies a little quicker. Almost ate some shit there. First 2 hits are still pretty unimpressive from the dagger. I keep forgetting he turns around on that 3rd hit. Should really just use skills even against one enemy. It's not a terrible thing. Okay, we don't need to go down there. We've already done all that. We're going to finally be able to explore the other houses up here. Hit the wrong button. Okay, so the ice grenade will not freeze projectiles. Good to know. We definitely want to find the exit as soon as possible at this point. We're out of heals. Is that a regular grenade? Let's see what it is. Let's see what it is. It's 1,000 damage. Extra damage on poison targets. Enemies burn when they die. I think I'm going to replace the flashback. Our skills are so high that 1,000 damage is pretty huge. I'm gonna give it a shot here. Is there another? There's another entrance here, it looks like. Okay, that's just another... Okay, so the orange things in the map are just vines. They're probably not just... That was bad. We're pretty low on health right now. Be very happy to find our exit here as soon as possible. Could be in any one of these doors. I'm going to extend these vines so we can get back up if we fall down. Okay, just gotta be careful. Wow. So the 1-2 combo from the grenades really there's a number there. Just missed. Not fantastic. That's alright, we got through them. Got another item chest here. Let's see what we find. Fire grenades. Fires, arrows. I think I can replace the ice grenades. If we had a different weapon, maybe. But we don't. So, yeah. I don't want to give up the extra damage we get from freezing guys yet. So hopefully the exit's over here. I'm hoping it's real soon. Because, we're looking pretty dire. We only got 100 health left. We don't have any healing left. We're, yeah. Maybe it's in here. That'd be great. There's another upgrade in here. I feel like we have to buy health. Oops. I think that is the exit right there. Definitely want to get this, though. I think I'm going for health. Because we lost that health upgrade from our flashbang skill. Great, and that is the exit, which is very happy. Going to the graveyard. We're going to turn in all of our cells. Our magnetic grenades here, and then I'm going to go for gold recovery. Got the Pimp My Ride achievement. So another grenade attracts enemies to it and deals pretty small damage. Does double damage on a burning target. Enemies burn when they die. You know, I'm not really feeling that, at least our current setup. So, I mean, I'm sure it's pretty useful if you have that in like a turret, maybe, would be pretty helpful. But our current setup, I'm not really feeling it. So I'm going to move on. These guys spawn a bunch of flying enemies? Yeah. One grenade will pretty much take care of them, though. That guy's didn't get hit. Annoying. We're gonna keep on keeping on. What's the cooldown on this regular grenade? 2 seconds? So we should be using that all the time. What do we find in here? A new weapon. We have Blood Sword. More damage on burning targets and more damage on stunned targets. Yeah, it does a little more damage. It's going to cause things to bleed. I think I'm going to stick with it. And we will hopefully... And that will also free up that ice grenade. I mean, the ice grenade is good, but it's kind of starting to become outclassed as far as the damage perspective goes. That one kind of got stuck in the floor. Wow, that bleed really starts to stack up, huh? It seems like they can kind of block each other damage-wise. They were all in the blast radius, but 2 of them look like they didn't get affected. Got another weapon damage increase, which into. Gotta watch out for these guys; they can hook you and do some nasty things. But we need to find the key to get in there, and I think that's the way to the next floor. Oh! Watch out for him. Our grenades really... I'm very glad we picked up this grenade. It was a health downgrade to do it, but I think it was really worth it. Ow. Because we can really kind of spam the crap out of these grenades. Be really happy. That is one thing I do think that this has slightly over Isaac, is that your run can change and pivot pretty hard in the middle of it just by finding like 1 or 2 skills that can pretty drastically affect how you play a run. Just by changing up like 1 or 2 weapons and 1 or 2 skills, and all of a sudden your run plays completely differently. Which, I mean, I guess Isaac can do, but it seems like it's much more frequent in this game that happens. At least in my experience so far, which is still fairly limited. We're gonna dodge through here and still take everything out. We haven't been using our shield at all, which... oh. Jesus, that was bad. I thought I hit triangle, but either I hit it too soon or I didn't hit it on time. There's our key. We had to burn through our free extra life there, unfortunately. Oh, secret. What we got? A flashbang, level 6. Do we want it above the frost grenade? Does less damage. This is the poison cloud. No, just for the skills bonus we get from our frost grenade, we want to keep that. Kind of sad to die there, just didn't want to. It's gonna take us back to the entrance. Yeah, I'm gonna keep exploring right, I think, until we can find some more stuff. Maybe find some more upgrades in this level. There's no reason we shouldn't be using the grenades on every single enemy we fight. Or at least every pack of enemies. Pick up the kebab. I jumped right into the spike pit. Not my proudest moment. Pushed into it that time. Took damage twice in the same spike pit. I blow up all those flying guys. They're a pain in my ass. I'm gonna keep exploring down here. We got a curse chest. I shouldn't. I really shouldn't. It's killed us the past 2 times we've used them. Maybe if it was earlier in the run, or like we were about to die anyway, I'd pick it up, but I don't think so. I don't think we can afford to. I think I missed a little earlier. That's nice. Only one of them died. Cool. Alright. That's fine. Oh my god. I've taken damage 3 times for that stupid thing. Okay, so we have to go back. Alright, I understand. I've only done this once, so I forgot how it worked. We have to go back to where we found the key, or the locked door. And there, I guess we'll find the button to open that door. So we can go to the next floor. I'll go ahead and heal. Things do pretty good damage. So the only problem with skills is you don't get health back when you attack enemies with them, unlike your regular melee attacks. What do I want here? I think I want more skills. I'm going to keep going skills. Feel pretty good about weapon damage. Feel pretty good about our health level. Keep pumping those skills so our grenades do even more damage. Turning through things pretty fast. We'll get even better cooldown. I don't think that'll matter much. I think we hit close to the... I mean, not necessarily the cap. I don't think there is a cap, but die. Great. But yeah, what are we at now? 1.9 second? Yeah, we got a 0.1 second upgrade to our speed for using grenades. Yeah, I don't think it's going to get a whole lot better from a cooldown perspective, but I think it'll be nice for just... Wow, that does a lot of damage. And +1 strength. Enemies burn when they die? Yeah. Taking that. There's a little mini synergy, like self-synergy with that one. Because it takes an enemy dying to kind of get it started. But that's handy there. because it sets them on fire when they die, or it burns the ground when an enemy's dead, and then it will oil the target I'm attacking. So if I kill one enemy, any other enemies in that area are going to get set on fire with oil damage. Yeah, Mikey, I play this with a controller. I can't see playing this with mouse and keyboard. I play Isaac with mouse and keyboard, but this game, I don't see that working out too well. So this guy, because he's real annoying. We're doing a lot of damage on this guy. Oof. Pretty excited about that. Secret real quick. I'm just gonna ignore him. I just don't feel like dealing with him, honestly. Completely flubbed that. That's okay. Enemies here we can't see. Oh god. Alright. Nearly avoided that hook, but we did. Burning through. What have we got down here? We got a Frost Blast, which I don't really care. I mean, I could replace my shield, which I just haven't been using. But don't think I will. Oof. Okay. The button's probably around here somewhere. Well, we can get to the insufferable crypt here. Which we've been to, I think? Or what's the other one lead to? Huh. Oh, God. That hurt real bad. That hurt really bad. It's okay, we had healing. We know where the exit is, at least. Oh, God. Falling right into spikes. What do you got to offer? Got a fire grenade, sapphire amulet, drops a bomb when you roll, damage taken is reduced. We'll buy that. I want to take some reduced damage here. I'm going to heal again. I think it may be time to go to the next floor. I don't know how to get to that final part, actually. And what's all down here? I guess I can go left and keep exploring. I'm going to for a little bit. Against my better judgment. I'm going to do it because I want to see what's down here. This is turning out to be a really good run. So I kind of want to leverage every possible advantage that we find. Definitely want to try and succeed. Been bad about aiming those against those flying guys recently. We got, what, 8 skills and 7 strength? Pretty dang good, I gotta say. Fuck those guys. Almost single-handedly killed me last time. Got a secret. These guys can be tough, but just burn right through them. The actual kick doesn't seem... Are these the Spartans? I mean, I know, like, not in real life, but the ability in the game is called the Spartan Foot, and they kick with the same ability, so I wonder if those are considered Spartans. Anyway, gonna keep going this way, see what we find. Let's see what's down here. All that for a kebab. Oh well, whatever. Worse things have happened. I guess we're gonna teleport and go to the crypt here. Because that's what's next. I can't remember if there's one more floor. If this is like another like full enemy floor, or if this is the next boss. I guess we'll find out soon enough. Gonna pump ourselves into gold recovery. Definitely want to heal up here. We're gonna move on to the crypt. Alright, so this is the next boss. I've only fought this guy once. It wasn't easy. But hopefully we can get through him pretty well. He's not impossible for sure. He telegraphs his attacks pretty well. Gotta be better about So whenever his eye turns green, he shoots out poison. Whenever he does that eye laser thing. So you want to get away from him when he starts to shoot out poison, because it's easier to avoid it. Alright, and after he takes every so much damage, he throws out these tentacles. And every time you kill a tentacle, they kind of increase in speed. So you kind of got to watch out, it starts getting harder and harder. Frost from the grenade is actually really nice for slowing them down and freezing them when they're about to hit me. Void when he starts charging. Get away from the fight does get harder as it goes on. Actually a really well designed fight. I like this fight a lot. It's not easy, but keep just being out of range with our grenades. It's a shame because they do a lot of damage. Slowdown's nice as well. Watch out for the poison eyes. There's no reason to throw it while he's moving. It seems like it doesn't do very good at hitting. So we're going to get another tentacle phase here. I wonder if I should be blocking some of this with my shield. Probably. Watch out there. So the actual electricity doesn't do anything. Oh, that's the one I keep having trouble avoiding. I should at some point try and block it, I guess. That's the one I always seem to take damage from. Heal up real quick. Oh god. It's come out of nowhere. It's hard for me to avoid. This is where I'm very happy to have the high skills. So we destroyed one more, there's only one left to go. Oh, it was slowed down from the ice grenade, but then it sped up halfway through the move. Kind of screwed me there. Alright, oof. Oh, that hurt so bad. Ooh, bad stuff, bad times. Heal up. Ow. What happened to our grenade? It like hit the side of the platform and then just kind of dissipated. It didn't actually explode. Ooh, that's fast. Oh, that's not looking good for us. God damn it. Oh well. That was much better than the last run. We got back to the Watcher. Happy about that. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment on our Tiger Bucket YouTube page, all that kind of stuff. I'm going to do one more run here for the streaming. And I'll see you guys in a bit.